Here I am in Tewkesbury, waiting for the 7:55 bus to Cheltenham. I've got an appointment at the hospital today. 9:30 I've got to go for a CT scan and what is hopefully the run-up to my second bypass operation on my leg, my right leg. Yeah, it's been delayed like mad lately because I've managed to get shingles. I'm feeling pretty washed out, to be honest, but I think I'm up to the walk from Cheltenham town centre up to the hospital. Yeah, and according to the Stagecoach app, which is actually quite good, the bus is on time, so it should be here any minute now. Here we are, crawling into Cheltenham in the rush hour traffic. Now I've got the buses worked out. If I'd known about them when I had my car, if I had to come to Cheltenham during rush hour, I think I would have used the bus. Because this is one of the things I got totally fed up with. Dealing with traffic. And of course that put me off using the car. And, Cheltenham's pretty snarly anyway. Even when I come through on the bike, I find that every single traffic light is on red against me. But yeah, if I'd known about the bus, if I'd got sus then when I had the car, it would have made a lot of sense coming on the bus instead of the car. Because just why deal with this shit, you know? It's just awful. I'd much rather have someone else dealing with the stress. Oh, God. Right, I've arrived in Cheltenham. I've got an hour to get to the hospital. This is Cavendish House, which is a big House of Fraser store, which, as you can see, is now closing down. Hopelessly old-fashioned in these days. Harrods used to be part of House of Fraser. Is it still? I don't know. But it's the sort of store you walk in, there's a huge, perfume department, and they've got furniture departments, and God knows what. In there, I don't know what the rent on this place is. This is the promenade in Cheltenham, which is the main posh bit. Down there, you got the council offices, and up there we got Imperial Square, where I'm going to be walking to. And in the old days, well, it must be over 25 years ago now, I used to drive here on Thursday mornings. My mum and dad, who were living in Much Market at the time, used to come into Cheltenham to go shopping. And my dad used to come here, and up the top they had a coffee house. And my dad used to meet his friend Gerard there. And Gerard was an interesting bloke. He was from a family of German Jews who had to escape Hitler. And his family got some money out of the country by having, they were allowed to take a certain amount of clothes with them. Although, everything of capital value they had to leave behind and was confiscated. But they had the clothes hangers made out of platinum. And they managed to get some money out of the country that way. And but once they got to England, of course they were interned, and they were interned on the Isle of Man, the whole family. That's where all the German Jews were interned, because there's no time to sort of process them properly, and they were German. Although You probably couldn't find a more anti-Nazi group in the world. But yeah, for a time, the Isle of Man there, that was meant to be the world's best university because there are so many lawyers, accountants, doctors. They used to pass some of the time there by giving each other lectures and what have you. So Gerard got an absolutely first-class education. He ended up as a psychiatrist or a psychologist, something I can't remember what. Very interesting guy. And my dad and he used to meet up. And my dad used to give him, newspaper clips and things he clipped out during the week. And they used to chat. And when I wasn't too busy, I was living in Cirencester at the time. When I wasn't too busy, I used to come and chat with them. Or help my mum with her shopping or what have you. But yeah, this is Cheltenham. This is the promenade. So I'm going to lazily make my way up to the hospital. Come a bit further down. And these are the council offices. I'm not sure whether they're all council offices. It can't be. It's huge, vast, almost American-sized. Sort of size you expect to see in the States. Great trees here though. Right, walk down the promenade. And you come up here, it's the Queen's Hotel. This is Imperial Square. This is the Queen's Hotel. Last time I was in here was 30 years ago. We were invited. It was Christmas Day. And we were invited for lunch. By a Chinese guy who used to work for my dad in Hong Kong, who's very, very bright. And my father told him, "You're wasting time working for me," and lent him some money to start his own business. And he ended up as, Hong Kong multi-millionaire. And Dad also helped him out immigrating over here when he retired, before the scheme started up and everything, the Hong Kong refugee scheme and what have you. And it was awful. It was snowing. He got delayed for 3 hours. We sat down to lunch at about 3 o'clock. All the staff were obviously really pissed off. And one of us had fish, and it stank to high heaven. It was obviously off. Yeah, it was absolutely awful. I never liked the guy. I never liked any of Dad's friends. It was all money, it was all his friendships were bound up with money. Right, I walked on a bit further. Cheltenham is known as a regency town. All this sort of architecture here. But this place, there's round windows and everything. Is it Art Deco? I've always quite liked this building. I wouldn't like to live there because, look, you're looking right down the street and everyone can see in from into those floor-to-ceiling windows on the first floor there. It's not private enough for me at all. But I've always quite liked this building. There's some cute ones with shutters down here. Yeah, this is the desirable end of Cheltenham. There are a lot less desirable ends, I'll tell you. Okay, more leafy streets and architecture. But as I say, this is the desirable. This is the desirable end. If you go out to GCHQ in the area around there, and there's lots of this in Cheltenham, there's loads and loads of housing estates with very dodgy flats and what have you. I used to know some sisters who lived there, had a flat there, and it was the sort of place that if I stayed, I'd be worried that in the morning my wheels wouldn't be there on the car. That sort of place. But yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's undoubtedly nice. The houses are well set back from the road, so it cuts down the noise a bit. Some of these are businesses. I mean, this looks like a hotel or something. But you know, very expensive, very nice. Here's a blot on the landscape. Eagle Tower. It's along this road here that I've driven along a million times in my life, because this is the way to Cirencester. You turn right at these traffic lights and then immediately left, and that road goes up past the hospital. And I mean, I don't know how many times I've driven this in my life. Millions. But you can see this place from miles away, really, and it's absolutely hideous. It really is bloody awful. It used to be the headquarters of an insurance company. A lot of it's to let now. I don't know whether the insurance company is still there or not. But yeah, I wish they'd pull the bloody thing down, to be honest. House opposite. As you can see, it's ancient. Blocked up windows from the window tax. At one time they used to tax you on the amount of windows your house had, and that's why you got all the blanks. I think I was old enough to qualify. Looks like it's for let as well. Just up there on the left. Here's Cheltenham College, where they filmed the film If. There's some great trees in Cheltenham, lots of mistletoe. And this is the Cirencester Road. Go along here, turn left at the roundabout at the end, then right, and you're on the Ciren Road. I know it so well. The rather grim environs of Cheltenham Hospital. I like to stand here and have a cigarette, because it infuriates the doctors and the medical staff walking past. But yeah, I spent some time here. Down there's A&E. The night my mother had heart failure, I was standing outside here at 3 o'clock in the morning, having a cigarette. She was in intensive care, expecting her to die that night. But in fact, all it did was bring on her vascular dementia. Oh, sorry, thank you. All it did was bring on her vascular dementia, and from then on she was diagnosed as having Alzheimer's anyway, which it explains her extraordinary behaviour and leading up to the heart failure. And that's when my life changed totally. I had to go and care for her. Yeah, and now it's my turn to go in. CT scan. Getting ready for my operation, which will in fact take place in Gloucester, not here, but all the preliminaries are done here in Cheltenham, which I'm glad, because I much prefer it here. Anyway, that's the end of my little walk. See you later. Here I am waiting for the bus to get back home, surrounded by sort of shops I won't be seeing Devon. Primark, super dry. Boots, yeah, I have to go into them. See this road here, a long straight one. When I had the ZX6R, Kawasaki ZX6R, I used to turn right here and accelerate like crazy up there. I won't say what the maximum speed is I managed to get up to, but it was quick. Okay, here I am back where I started. I started from over there. It's 11:20, so it's not bad. Return journey was free on my bus pass. I had to pay to get to Cheltenham because it was before 9:30. There you go. Little morning out and a delightful CT scan. See you in the next one.